Tile the silent signal party. The flight begins. Alex Carter moved swiftly down the aisle of the Boeing 737, his polished shoes squeaking faintly on the narrow carpet at 29. Alex was a seasoned flight attendant with thousands of hours in the air, known for his warm demeanor and sharp observational skills. He could calm a crying baby and handle a demanding business traveler with the same ease. The flight from Chicago to Las Vegas was routine, at least it seemed that way at first. Passengers settled into their seats with the usual mix of excitement and fatigue. Nothing appeared out of the ordinary, but as Alex helped an elderly woman in routine stow her oversized bag, his sharp gaze caught something unusual. A teenage girl in row 15, Emily Wong, 16 years old, sat stiffly in her window seat, her long black hair falling like a curtain over her face. Beside her, a man in his mid-40s sat with a possessive air. His name, according to the manifest, was Nathan Cross. He wore expensive sunglasses, even inside the dim plane, and his hand rested too firmly on Emily's arm. To anyone else, Nathan could have been an uncle traveling with his niece. But something about the scene knotted Alex, a faint tension in the girl's posture, the way her eyes darted around nervously, as though looking for an escape. Part 2. The silent cry. The flight was an hour in when Alex returned to the aisle, pushing the beverage cart. He approached row 15 with a practiced smile. "Can I get you something to drink?" Nathan didn't look up. "Water for me." And he turned toward Emily, who kept her gaze on the seatback tray. "A soda for my niece." Emily flinched at the word niece. Her fingers trembled as she reached out to accept the drink Alex handed her. Then it happened as her hand brushed against his. Emily made a subtle motion, her thumb curled into her palm, her fingers closing around it. A chill shot through Alex. It was the signal, the one he had learned during the airline's recent training on human trafficking, a silent cry for help. His heartbeat quickened as he processed the moment. He had to be sure, though misreading the situation could lead to disastrous consequences. "Everything okay?" Alex asked gently, his voice low enough that Nathan couldn't hear. Emily's lips trembled, but she gave the faintest nod. That was all Alex needed, keeping his expression neutral. He turned to Nathan. "I'll be right back with some snacks for you both," he said smoothly, then continued pushing the cart down the aisle. Part 3. A plan takes shape in the rear galley. Alex pulled his colleague Maya Ramirez aside. "Cover for me for a minute," he whispered. "Everything okay?" Maya asked, frowning. "I'm not sure yet," Alex admitted. "I think we might have a situation in row 5. The girl gave me the trafficking signal." Maya's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious. I'm going to notify the captain and contact ground control. Can you keep an eye on that row?" Maya nodded. "You got it. Be careful." Alex slipped into the bathroom to send a coded emergency message to the cockpit within. Minute Captain Evelyn Rodriguez acknowledged his alert and notified air traffic control ground authorities. "Will meet us in Vegas," she assured Alex over the intercom. "Stay calm and keep it discreet. If it's a real situation, we can't afford to spook him." Alex's mind raced. He had to keep Emily safe for the next 2 hours, but every second that passed felt like a lifetime. Part 4. Allies on board. As Alex returned to the cabin, he caught the eye of Rebecca Green, a teacher seated across the aisle from Emily. Rebecca, sharp and perceptive from years of working with teens, had been observing the girl since takeoff. When Alex passed her row, Rebecca murmured softly, "You see it too, don't you?" Alex paused just long enough to whisper, "Yes, stay alert. I may need your help." Rebecca's jaw set with quiet determination. "Just say the word." Part 5. The pressure builds. Nathan grew restless. His grip on Emily's arm tightened, and Alex could sense his suspicion building. At one point, Nathan leaned in and hissed under his breath, "What did you do?" Emily shook her head violently, her voice trembling. "Nothing, I swear." Alex, watching from the galley, knew they were running out of time. He approached Maya. "We need to act." The captain's ready to divert if things escalate. Leighton moved. Maya agreed. Part 6. The intervention. "Ladies and gentlemen," Maya's voice rang out calmly over the intercom, "we experiencing slight turbulence. Please remain seated with your seat belts fastened." It was the signal. Rebecca across the aisle stood and accidentally dropped her carry-on bag in front of Nathan's seat. "Excuse me," she said, fumbling deliberately. Nathan scowled, distracted for a split second. It was all Alex needed. He swooped in quickly, addressing Nathan with forced politeness. "Sir, there's been a seating issue. We need you to move to first class immediately." "What? No," Nathan said, his tone sharp. "I insist, sir. It's for safety purposes," Alex said firmly, his hands steady despite his racing pulse. As Nathan stood to argue, Maya and another crew member moved in swiftly to escort him away. Simultaneously, Alex leaned toward Emily and whispered, "You're safe. Now come with me." Emily's eyes welled with tears as Alex gently guided her to the rear galley, where Maya wrapped a blanket around her shaking shoulders. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice cracking. "Thank you for helping me." Part 7. The landing. The cabin was tense as the plane descended into Las Vegas. Law enforcement vehicles were already visible on the tarmac, lights flashing. Passengers murmured anxiously As police officers boarded the plane moments after landing, Nathan was escorted off in handcuffs, his expression a mask of fury. Emily, flanked by officers and counselors, was led to safety. Part 8. The aftermath. In the quiet aftermath, Alex slumped into a seat in the empty plane, exhaustion hitting him like a wave. "You did good today, Captain Rodriguez," said. Her hand rested on his shoulder. "That girl is safe because of you." Alex exhaled, feeling the weight of what had just happened. "I just did what I had to do." The story of the Mater rescue made headlines across the country. It sparked conversations about human trafficking, airline safety, and the importance of bystanders recognizing the signs. Epilogue. A new purpose. Weeks later, Alex received a handwritten letter from Emily. "Thank you for saving my life. You believe me when no one else would. I'm safe now because of you." The words stayed with him, a reminder of the difference one moment of awareness could make in the months that followed. Alex worked with anti-trafficking organizations to train flight crews on recognizing the signs of exploitation. Rebecca spoke at schools across the country, sharing the importance of vigilance and courage, and Emily, now safe with her family, became an advocate, using her voice to help others. Together, their actions sparked a ripple effect that would save countless lives. As Alex boarded another flight months later, he looked around the cabin. With new eyes, every seat holds a story, he thought. And sometimes all it took to change that story was the courage to act. #Then, let me know if further refinements are needed.